Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome all of my friends on Facebook or LinkedIn that's watching this live broadcast, as well as my students. Let me just kind of scroll down and take a look and see who's here. A little late this morning because we had a little bit of a group coaching session a little earlier, but I'm here. And every Saturday morning, we do one of these to answer questions. For those of you that are in boot camp, on Thursday, we gave you some tactics and some strategies that can literally trigger conversation. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about conversation. Stand by for just a second. Okay. Okay. Let me. Okay. Um, I'm not a good multitasker. All right. So again, today is the 16th day of November. You have 14 days. It's 2 weeks to talk to people, close sales. And when you do that, to make it happen, there are going to be two groups of people. The people that you're already connected to that need what you have. Maybe you dropped the ball, or maybe they didn't respond to your last message, but it still doesn't change your needs. And then there are going to be new people. All right. So first, let me demonstrate a question that came up in the previous session. So I'm going to So I'm going to go over here to LinkedIn. Why do I have a hard time remembering that? Kurt, what's the email address that we use to log into your account?
I'm typing it in on the
I just need the email. You can just tell me.
kurtag@gmail.com.
It finally came up. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So now your company is expanding. Okay. And I got to tell you, for all of you that are students, that this can be so huge for all of you. Let me just preface this. I'm going to share a story with you. I had one of my favorite students was a man, Alex Seeger. No, his first name wasn't Al. Don't believe I can't remember his first name now. But in any event, he brand new to network marketing. In 10 months, he became one of the top earners in his company by building it on an international basis. His company was 9 years old, and now they were starting an expansion around the world. And every time they were opening up a new country every 90 days. And that's a big deal. And there are a lot of things that a company has to go through to open up. So you go and you do a search. The first thing you want to do, if you're expanding to Thailand, let's see how many people in Thailand are on LinkedIn. So you only have 134,000, but that's plenty. You don't have to get on an airplane. You don't have to fly over places. So you got 134,000. So first, let's turn around and see. So we go over here, location. We type in Thailand. Well, now they're giving us 121,000. So let's look to see first. How many people in Thailand are looking for an opportunity? We got 5,100. So this is going to be one way to do it. A better way to do it, or a more effective way to do it, we'll look for people in real estate. You got 15,000. Look for people sell insurance. $15,000. Look for people that are in fields that are naturally attracted to network marketing. In fact, another thing you could do leader. So you've got 21,000 people that refer to themselves as leaders. So what's the approach going to be? The approach is going to be the first message, pretty much the same. You came up as someone that in other words, LinkedIn has recommended it. And one of the things that you might consider doing, this is, again, this adds to the flavor. Over to your profile. Right now you're in Hawaii. Change your location to Thailand. What that's going to do, you might want to keep it over there for a week or two. The search results are going to be based on the people that are in Thailand are going to come up first. So let's come back to the search. People, Thailand. Now the approach is going to be the same. You reach out to people, you make the connection. After they accepted the connection, the icebreaker, the second message is, you're thanking them for the connection. And we're going to add another line in there, is that actually, I'm not going to, this is a public training. So you take that, there's another addition, there's another line that we put in that first message. Basically, you're going to tell people you're expanding your business in Thailand and you're looking to expand your network. You're looking for people that have the networks, that have the experience, and your basic approach is going to be this. This comes into your transition line where you're ready to talk about the business. I'm working with a 2-year-old company, working with a 5-year-old company that is expanding into your country. And I'm looking to find 2 entrepreneurial-minded people that want to get in on the ground floor as our company expands throughout the country. We're looking for people that can appreciate this opportunity to launch this company in your country. People that historically get into these art type of business early are the ones that make the most money. And by the same token, you can go up here. Let's go for it. Well, I shouldn't be surprised that there's no results because Isagenix pulled out of Thailand about 9 months ago, and any profiles that would have come up probably would have been out of date. That's kind of the way you do it. Secret. Gotta log out of his. But this is gonna drive me crazy, so. I'm not gonna. Oh, let's change gears. Let's come back over here. Okay. So let me look in the question box. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, the about section in your profile. Heard it's too much. Okay, it's too much. Okay. Well, we gotta shorten it because the idea of your profile is to make people curious about what you're doing, not sell what you're selling for you. All right. So I'm gonna pop out of your account. Jump into Bruce's account. And Bruce is talking to Jennifer. Okay. Well, for one thing, you communicate, okay, which is a good thing. There are two possibilities. Either they have a need, or they belong to a profession that, even though they don't have a need, would be interested in making some money on the side. The control. Okay, so she's been a controller for 20. She's been a controller for a long time. She's been a notary for almost 23 years. Now, the best way, the easiest way to do it is to work with the fact that she's been a notary. So she's a controller here. She's a controller here. Now, it's all about asking the right questions. So instead of saying this, it says you're a controller at 3 different places and I'm notary, that must take up a lot, take a lot. That must take a lot out of you and quite a bit of talent. Where do you actually work? She comes back. I'm a controller for 2 home service companies. Okay. Now I would have done it different. Okay. Over here. Why do you have 3 jobs? Okay, not sure if I keep myself out of trouble or in trouble. Okay. The question that comes to mind, why? Why do you have 3 jobs? How much time do you have to do fun things? Why do you have 3 jobs? Not sure if I keep myself out of trouble or in trouble. So let's use her words. How much time and then you put in a little LOL, laughing out loud. Why do you have 3 jobs? Okay, so let's come up here. Looks like we have a little technical issue. Okay, so Bill, let's see if we can find you. Apparently, Bill has been locked out of LinkedIn. Let me unmute Bill.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So,
Froehlich. Whoop, Froehlich. Yeah. An I in there. You gotta have an I. Whoops. Froehlich. Gotta reverse the two. Yeah, now go back. Yeah, you gotta take them out. There you go. Froehlich. There you go.
okay, well, it looks like,
This one, yeah.
well, it looks like there's a couple of profiles up there.
But they don't have the E. So mine's not even there.
Okay, FR.
Oehlich. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so that's the correct name. Okay, so What happened when you try to log in?
They send me through all kinds of things and I have to send a picture of my ID, and I've done that. And I've asked them 3 times and they keep coming back, say your account is not in compliance. Well, I don't even know how to make it in compliance if they won't let me go in. I don't know what's going on. I had over 600 connections. And I don't know what happened. I don't know, maybe I got hacked. I don't know. But they won't tell me. So I just sent in another request again on Friday. So
Let me look at something here.
any ideas?
Oh, yeah, I'm. Yeah. Well, let's see, I just kind of checked. It's been a while since you've been to any of my classes. Go back to 2008.
Yes, it's been a while.
So, back in, God, 2008, there wasn't much to Facebook either. Okay, here's, you're caught in, let me see if there's somebody else here that went through what you're going through now. Ah, Daryl. Daryl Donnelly up in Canada went through the same thing that you're going through. And okay, so here's what it is. Because LinkedIn, because they're adding 10 million profiles a month to LinkedIn, what's happening is a lot of people are creating bogus profiles and they're jumping on there. So LinkedIn has made taken some serious steps to protect the membership. And one of the ways they do it is to ask you to verify your account, where you have to, where are you, by the way, in what country?
I'm here, I'm in Texas.
Okay, all right. So they had a problem in Canada. But do you have LinkedIn on your mobile phone?
No, I do not. I think I tried to log in there too, and that did not work.
Okay. All right. It's a process that you have to go through. Okay. If you had, what did you say, 600 people you were connected to already?
Yes, I had 600 connections.
Okay.
But
So
actually more, I was headed towards 700.
okay. So what you need to do is you're in a loop. And see, every time you go into LinkedIn, LinkedIn puts a cookie on your computer. So every time you log in or you try to log in and start something new, it brings you back to that same place.
Okay.
So what you need to do is first you have to do you use Google Chrome or Firefox, or what browser do you use?
I've used well, I use Brave right now, but I have Chrome on my computer.
Okay. Well, what you need to do, I mean, it's a process. Okay. You're going to need to log back in. My suggestion would be to jump back into boot camp. And I've got a technical person that will step you through the process. You have to be they want to test and make sure you're a real person. So what they're going to do is they're going to run you through a whole song and dance. They're going to bounce you back between LinkedIn on a computer or a laptop with it on your phone. They want to confirm that you're the real person. So
Yeah, I joined your boot camp, so, and I also joined your fall program.
okay. All right. So what I got to do is phone number, let's see, is that 2093? Is that still good?
Yeah,
Right.
well, no, um, you want me to send it to you,
Uh,
private?
yeah, send it to me on, oh, you can't send it to me on LinkedIn because you're not on LinkedIn.
No,
Okay.
I can send it to you. I got you on private here to host and panelist. Will that work?
Yeah, I tell you what, this will be easier. Go to my website, maxsteingart.com. Okay, then go in the bottom right. Okay, go ahead and put it in here.
Okay,
Right, and I'll get somebody on it. Her name is Stephanie Brilliant, and she is brilliant. And we'll get that. We'll help you get it back.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so let's look at what else we got. Now, the reason he's locked out and clearing his cache is not going to help him. Okay, he's locked out because when you're trying to communicate with LinkedIn and confirm things, they bounce you back and forth between your account on the web and your cell phone. And if you miss one, all these things are timed. And if you miss one, then they lock you out again. And okay. So let me see.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but it's survivable. Okay. So let's say Mel says I got 1,000 impressions in 2 days from 5 posts. Okay. Now, impressions mean nothing. When you make a post, an impression means nothing because you don't know who the people were. The only way a post is going to do you any good is if you have the person on the other end either likes it or makes a comment. What are the prospects for those yielding? No, 0. Ian, the sales scripts for Max GPT are actually in Max GPT. Okay. Now, one of the things that you're gonna love about what Lincoln has done. I'm gonna go to my network. You go to catch up. Now, let me go over here to job change. So here's somebody right here that changed her job. Right? Let me come back. Oh, here. Okay. So Sandy, this is what we're talking about. Okay. We made a change. Let me unmute Sandy.
I'm with you.
Okay. So Ron did the same thing that you did. We made that change. You posted this thing out there. And so we did this yesterday, and he's already had 4 people that liked it. 3 people made comments. Now, you get them when you go over here to, well, they'll show up in your message. Somebody,
Yes.
right. So they're in your message. Now, the response or the action that you take in this circumstance, you're not going to find in my scripts book, because we updated the scripts book at the beginning of the year, and this is something that LinkedIn added maybe 5 or 6 months ago. But there's a simple reaction. Let me.
At me.com. That's it.
Okay, so what you're getting, and just to kind of get an overview of what happened, go to your posts. Okay, did this 1 day ago. And see, 902 impressions mean nothing. That just means that 902 people saw it. The people that liked it, people that made comments, these are the ones that you'd want to talk to. And the ones that made comments, you go into here to your message area. So they're here. So what you have to do, congrats on the new role. So you have to decide. Not everybody that responds to this is going to be someone that you want to talk to. So that's the big determining factor. So he liked it. He said, congrats on the new role. Now, it took him 1 click to send this. Okay, it's not like he sat down and wrote, congrats on the new role. It's a click. So you have to ask yourself, you can scroll up. So he's retired. Okay, so easiest way to do it would be to look at his profile. You've been connected to him since January of this year. Okay, now. This is a terrific example of what you don't want to do. So you ask him for his opinion. And you got to be careful with this because, you know, this is the kind of message that'll get you thrown off LinkedIn. Because it looks to me like you may have there's nothing else here. So if you're using this kind of message, you're going to be calling me up in a week and you're going to be asking me what Bill did. Only this.
That was the past. We don't do that.
I know. This is for everybody else that's watching. Okay. Folks, I got perfect scripts for you. Okay. So the bottom line is he didn't answer this. So he wished you a happy birthday. Now, the thing here is when somebody wishes you a happy birthday. Yeah, thank you very much. But the only people that you want to answer a birthday wish to is somebody that you believe is a potential candidate prospect, somebody you want to talk to. You got 1 billion people on LinkedIn. You can't talk to everybody. So what you do is you look at Donald's profile. Okay, so who is this guy? He's retired. Retired from what? What did he do? So you come down here. So he owned ranch on Little Creek. And so he's a rancher. So he's in the Air Force. He was a welder for 27 years. And he owns a ranch. And okay. And he's retired. So, and he's owned this ranch for 30 years. So, skilled in negotiation, coaching, sales, team building, strong professional. Okay. So the guy's got the skills to be successful in network marketing. But you know, you're at a social event here. Okay. And so well, you know, you could start off with something like, you know, Donald, you don't look old enough to be retired. You know, pay him a compliment. You know, I just came from my 60-year high school reunion. He would have won an award for he would have gotten second place in who has the most hair. Okay. So, man, you still got hair. Okay. But the bottom line is you have to decide, I mean, is this person worthy of your time. Because, hey, time is precious. The beauty about this whole social network thing. Now, he's got the skills, okay? He's got the skills. And so a natural, you kind of want to plan out your conversations. Plan out, where do we want this thing to go? Where would we like this thing to go? So in a perfect world, we don't know what his needs are. But in a perfect world, you say, Donald, thank you, come back down here. Congrats on a new role. Okay. So come over here and we'll say, thanks for noticing. So first, we could say, oh, I mean, there's flattery, but we got to, we kind of have to be real. So we could say, because in his profile, does he tell us how long he's been retired? No. Well, that's a simple question. How long have you been retired? Now, we could pay him the compliment. You want to give him a question that he can answer. Now, when he comes back and he tells you, well, I've been retired for 10 years, 15 years. A conversation you could have with somebody like him would be, I read that 1 out of 8 retired people are going back to work. Because of their financial situation. How are you doing financially? Okay. When he comes back and now the reason that I ask is because with your skills in managing, teaching, coaching, all those other things, there are many things that you could do to generate additional income or a side income. How are you doing financially? We don't push things. We don't talk about the business. We don't talk about the opportunities until you know that the person on the other end needs it, wants it, but that's not enough. It's not enough that they need it. It's not enough that they want it. There's only 24 hours to a day. You have over 1 billion people that you can be talking to. There are at least 1 million people on LinkedIn that need what you're selling, Sandy. Probably more. Not only can't you talk to all of them, you don't want to talk to all of them. you know, what you told me, what I heard from, can't even remember what his name is.
Richard,
Yeah, what I learned from Richard yesterday, I said, Richard, you're telling me that you have a product or a package that you could sell for $999 and you could make $450, and it's phenomenal. The value is incredible. Okay, and he's only got the rest of the month, although I think the company's going to extend it. They always do. You know, if they make it in November, available in November, they'll do it in this. They'll tell you, no, it's just for this month, and then they'll come back and they'll extend it. But at any event, so he has an opportunity. He could be selling, you know, he could be signing up 2 people a week. A week. That's not, he could be making $900 a week. Now, how many people out there would like to know to be able to do something, jump, and that's just a start. Jump into something where they could make, well, we got 2 more weeks, so that would be almost $2,000. There are people out there that need it. There are people out there that want it, but you don't want to talk to everybody about it because you want to talk to the people that have the skills, that have the aptitude. Donald does. I mean, Donald has the experience. He's got the skills. If the question is, does he need it? You know, he's been retired for a long time. So how long has he been retired? How is he holding up financially? You filter out the people as you're talking to them. You're learning. Do I want to keep going with this guy or this lady? Or do I want to stop? Do I want remember, you're not on here just looking to make a sale. And if you are on here just looking to sell, you know, I need money. I want to sell. I'm not worried about building a team. I'm not, you know, I need cash. I need to be making money. Well, you can do that. You can do that. But what is the power? What is the allure? The attraction for being in network marketing? The attraction is residual income. But now we're coming into an area that's where it's a little cloudy. What's happening to network marketing? Why are some of these companies switching over from an affiliate deal, from a networking deal to an affiliate deal? What's going on there? And why are companies doing better overseas than they're doing better in the United States? There's half a dozen reasons for that, which is one of the things that we're going to dive deep into next weekend in the retreat. Because there's a whole, network, there's an evolution, there's a revolution that's taken place. And the people that have the social networking skills to build a bit, it's driving me crazy. I can see his picture. For those of you, here's what I'm going to do. I know I normally don't do this because I've got.
Max, you are so good at this. It's like when I grow up, I want to be just like you.
That's wait a minute, tomorrow. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. And I have a coaching mastermind at 1 o'clock and 45 minutes, which is just for my coaching students. But I'm going to put that link in the chat. And then I'm going to look this guy up because he's got an amazing story. And
so are you saying the 1 o'clock mastermind we can attend?
yeah, yeah, you caught me on a good day. Yeah. Okay, I just put the link in there. So yeah, so in any event, things are changing. And for all of you, I got to tell you something. I am passionate about the whole network marketing business model. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. And you all have an opportunity to change people's lives. But at the same point in time, you need to know how the game is played. Because one day, I mean, Sandy's a perfect example. She was a multi-million-dollar earner in Zango for years. And then one day she gets an email. We're shutting Zango down, and now you get to be part of Zija. Ooh.
And we went from a unilevel to a binary.
Oh, I know. I mean, how do you feel, Sarah? We got to get you on my schedule. Yeah, I mean, you go from working with a company that, oh, you know, binaries are bad. Binaries are bad. I remember when I met you in, I think it was I think it was Orlando first. It might have been Vegas when, you know, well, now you're coming out to check out this new company that you're involved with. And so, but things change. And as long as you know what's going on, let me unmute Sarah for just a second. We've got two Sarahs here. Sarah, I unmuted you. Aaron, I like that. Some people need a logarithm table. Max has them in his head. You know, the truth is that it's all about repetition. The more you do it, the better you get. That's all. Things change, and Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. I kept looking for you on my schedule.
Oh, no, I'm not on your schedule. I'm not on schedule. I was going to ask you.
Well, you got 2 or 3 accounts.
Did you do that?
But there's a big echo here.
Did
All right. Well, I put a link in the chat for the next session, so I'll see all of you over there.